done from Liliana and Lubu as well, they can do a lot of work against Vitality.
And so just like that, we are going to get ourselves in game number 2 of the third semifinal here for the Valor Series Europe. X6tence is down 1-0 against Vitality, and Vitality looking to secure themselves in their second straight semifinal. The execution that they had in game number 1 has been near flawless, looking to repeat that here in game number 2.
Yeah, they're definitely looking to do that. So what makes Slim so good as the best or top ADC there, along with Violet and Lindis, is every third attack, like Lindis, he has a pierce effect. Actually, it does 130% of normal physical damage, and it pierces through that target. So if they bunch up and they get hit by this, he can actually do a lot of AoE damage. And his flying spear does a stun up to 2.5 seconds if he lands it from a far range. That 2.5 seconds can be game-changing to turn the fight around. This is why we see Slims being played in North America, in Southeast Asia as well. As long as Blue Triton can carry as hard as he did on Violet on his Slims, things are looking pretty good for X6tence.
X6tence trying to get themselves off a little bit of a better situation. Happy, might not be looking happy very soon, but it was the sixth sense of that Omen recognizing that probably shouldn't push up too far in that lane as Azure and Redemption are waiting. I love the patience game they're providing, but meanwhile, 4 members of X6tence are on the bottom side of the map. Gotta keep pressure on the Joker. I like the decision to pressure on this Joker, keep him down as much as possible, and not allow him to snowball or potentially scale up any quicker than he needs to.
That's the thing about ADC side lane. Like Joker, we saw Yorn being played, Violet side lane. They're weaker early. They have to develop in their lane. They have to farm up, get their items to be able to do more work. And Joker is playing really well here. The fact that he did not get caught out really helps his team stay in the game, because if he got caught out and lost that would have been tower. And look at this, Zero's going in there, using the Endure right in time. However, is that going to be enough? It's not. Zenio gets the kill.
Sudaro's being able to pick up that kill. The second kill is going to be able to go down as well. That was X6tence. Now Blue Triton is going to go down. And so you had a little bit of a solid setup there by X6tence, but it didn't end up working out, as the tank man himself is going to secure that third kill and buying straight into a Leviathan that quick.
Yeah, that was really risky for X6tence, trying to contest Dragon. They're behind levels. You can see that they're mostly level 3s in that fight. We saw Zenio level 4, we saw Joker, we saw a lot of people on the side of Vitality level 4. You cannot fight if the enemy team is level 4 before you. That is a huge and massive level power spike. Ultimates are up against no ultimates. The team with the ultimates are going to win. And it's like exactly what Sutaro did. He went in there, used this ultimate, landed a huge malice, and used his divine protection, his shield, to then do so much damage with that AoE burst damage. It does a percentage of his max HP, and that's why Zenio is so good and can dish out so much damage without many damage items.
As now we're going to have multiple members coming in for the side here for Vitality, trying to get themselves a little bit of a setup. Talk to me a little bit about this Kriknak pick as well. We've seen Kriknak have a lot higher presence over in North America. We've seen some of the junglers prioritize it a lot more, but not as much over here in Europe. What is Kriknak bringing to this team composition, Sweet J?
Yeah, Kriknak has a huge ability when he's level 4. He has drone drop, which he kind of flies, and it increases movement speed significantly. I think it's up to like over 7 seconds, so it allows him to rotate and clear jungle extremely fast. So when he does that, he can also cast Terrifying Plague. With the new patch update, he was not able to cast it using when he was flying, but now with the changes, he can cast Terrifying Plague, which is the 2 little things that come out, the insects that come out, hit the opponent while he was flying. And then Horn Rush allows him to lunge towards the enemy, and he does so much physical damage. And every enemy hero he hits with Horn Rush, he restores 150 or higher HP for him, which makes him super tanky and want to go in really hard on the enemy team. And the last thing that makes Kriknak so good is he does percentage health damage of the enemy's maximum HP, 10%. When he activates the Terrifying Plague and marks their opponent with that Mark of Horror that you see that appear on top of them. So that's why Kriknak is so good, especially into tanky lineups like a Lubu. He's really good against Lubu because Lubu always builds really tanky.
Abyssal Dragon goes over into the favor, uncontested for the side of Vitality. You have everyone operating on full cylinders. First items completed onto Redemption, as well as Sudaro. X6tence's going to be up. Yeah, you've got the Chognar. You've got a little bit of denial, but he will end up walking himself away. Orbit the Magi completed as well onto Moon. We saw the power on the Tulin, but his L'Oreal is just as spicy if he can get himself ahead. Redemption being able to pick up that kill. Azar, the last tower shot, is going to be able to do the work, so it's going to be a one-for-one trade. But no, just kidding. You can be a bro to yourself. Teemo is going to be able to come out alive. Juki will end up falling. Blue Triton as well. Another massacre has started, and Vitality is at the forefront.
Yeah, this is huge. I mean, like I called it last time, Moon got Orb or Magi earlier. The earlier you get this item, it's really devastating because every 30 seconds, you gain 12 ability power and 110 HP, and you stack it 10 times. So he's able to reach a higher damage power spike. Look at Redemption there, getting the kill and sacrificing himself. But Sutaro's and Angelic Splendor does not come in time to save Kriknak, but he may be able to get this tower because of that Siege Minion. That Siege Minion is huge, and Slims needs to clear that Siege Minion immediately to save the tower, and that's exactly what he does.
Something that I've thoroughly enjoyed thus far coming out of Vitality is they recognize the early game slowness that you have coming out of a Slims. Slims, while he does scale up and is very powerful, being able to counter jungle, be able to allow him to not get those items, not allowing him to stack up, is certainly working in Vitality's favor.
Yeah, it definitely is. And look at the level lead and the gold lead. It's 4,000 gold lead on the side of Vitality, and they're levels 9 now, level 10 already on Sutaro. Sutaro is just getting fed on this Zenio, doing so much work. And I love what Moon is doing. Moon is, playing really aggressive L'Oreal, winning the mid lane matchup against a Liliana. When Liliana counters L'Oreal, Liliana just has so much more range. Look at Moon. He's level 9 versus Liliana level 8. And he's winning these jungle trades. And look at that beautiful stun there. However, not going to be able to capitalize on it. Look at, he's out poking a Liliana. The way that Moon's playing L'Oreal is really impressive.
Oh, no.
And Redemption just going in for that kill.
The Kriknak going in and deleting Blue Triton right off the map. Another timings on the Might Golem. Vitality's jungle rotations have been absolutely fantastic. Every time that the Might Golem has spawned for Existence, Vitality has taken it right away and been able to secure themselves a couple kills in the process.
Yeah, but Moon was just playing so aggressive. Look at his Taro that he's going to do so much damage. And he's going to be able to 1v1 this Omen when Omen actually, he needs to use his Death's Embrace to run away. That's not something you see often because Omen literally counters Zenio in lane. But because he's so fed, it doesn't matter anymore. But look at this Kriknak go. Redemption just doing work. And he's going to sacrifice himself for another kill. But Azur, can he land his stun? Wow.
Being a bro, being able to help out again, indeed. There's a reason why Teamy has been sat on the bench quite often throughout both Europe and North America. It's going to be tower number 3 going down, and another kill, another powerful posture going into the favor of Moon. He is definitely being the bright one for his team.
Yeah, with Slims only completing 2 tier 3 items, he just has Scorching Wind and War Boots. That is, and look at Moon go there, just completely counter-engaging the dive from Joki there and just destroying him. What a nice play by Moon there. Not afraid to fight. Because honestly, he's ahead. He has Aegis. He has a lot of armor protection. And Orb of Magi, he got that early, so he's going to get that extra 120 ability power that it adds to the already base 140 ability power that it has. So now he's doing significant amounts of damage and level 12 against mostly levels 9 and 10 on the side of Existence.
As now Vitality is rolling yet again. We saw some of their strength in last week. However, it was a lot closer, and they had to use the power of the minions. They had to use the power of King's Backdoor. They had to use a lot of different instances here for the side of Vitality.
Yeah, what Existence needs to do at this point, the Chognar or the Omen or someone that can get onto the carries of Vitality, they need to build Shoot of the Lost ASAP. Shield of the Lost gives 360 armor and 1200 max HP, but the most important thing is you can look at the items on the side of Vitality. They have so much attack speed, tons of war boots, right? 3 war boots, high attack speed items. They need to reduce the attack speed of the side of Vitality to win these trades because the DPS is going to be too high. So Shield of the Lost is a huge priority item that they need to complete as soon as possible against them. But they do have Knight's Plate, which does have the same effect. But that extra tankiness that Shield of the Lost provides is going to help them last a little longer.
Got ourselves a little bit of a pause. Gonna try to see if we can get a couple of little issues that these players are figuring out. Little technical difficulties. We are playing on mobile. Sometimes, the Wi-Fi doesn't work out in your favor the best that you want to. But let's talk about the situation they're at right now. It is 12-1 in favor of Vitality. 8,000 gold. Is there any hope left remaining for Existence, Suijay?
Yeah, there is not much hope. They're 10k go behind. They don't have enough armor to deal with. You know, Joker has Omni Arms and a rank breaker. He's gonna do so much damage along with Cricknack. I mean, it's so much burst, and there's no one on the side of Existence to really tank that. I mean, Chognar is not the most tanky support unit. And yeah, go ahead.
If you don't lose, you're always winning. That's the it's our quote of the day, gentlemen.
Nice. And I feel like they need to build, they need to counter the attack speed. They need to reduce the DPS coming from the side of Vitality in order to win any of these fights, because, you know, Lubu and Omen are strong, but they don't do a lot of burst damage. You know, they need to have damage built up and sustained in these fights, and sustaining is not going to work against a team that does so much damage. Slims doesn't have a lot of his core damage items, so again, you know, they're not going to be able to win these fights if they don't finish these damage items and decrease the attack speed and DPS output from the side of Vitality.
And so now, game unpaused, we are back into the action, which is all revolving around Vitality. Every move that they made has been so precise, so exquisite against this Existence squad. The Spanish team trying to do their best to salvage any sort of hope, as we have now crossed over the 10-minute mark. 11,000 gold in the favor of Vitality.
Yeah, they're doing a good job right now. They're holding off the waves. Vitality is not pushing these waves. I feel like they should go for Dark Slayer at this point. You know, that's a good pick by Blue Triton. They're always checking that bush, making sure they're not going to get... And look at the damage Ika did. One shot on that tower with the minion wave took almost... Yeah, it took 25% of the tower's HP. That's insane.
As you're going to see, nice little bit of a noodle fight in the bottom line. You know, hitting yourself with those wet noodles. Not anybody being able to go down. The power and the strength of Sudoru's defenses are too strong since he got that early triple kill in the earlier stages of the game. But now, with the tier 2 tower go down, the absolute chunks are coming out as Existence are finding them health bars very, very low. Tier 2 in the mid lane going down. They're now going to rotate themselves over to the top side of the map. They're going to find Happy. He's going to have to be forced to flicker away.
Wow.
Lots of damage, but that's going to be his life in exchange for the blue defense tower. Tier 2 in the top lane. Meanwhile, Juki's going to go down. Onslaught by Sudoro.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. That's going to give another tower to the bottom, and it's not good. They lost now potentially one high ground tower, but look at Joker. The amount of... Wow, he lands that punchline cannon shot from downtown, hitting the Slims and eliminating him. Blue Triton off the fight.
14-1. Now the inner ring has been taken down in favor of Vitality. You have very, very low. The high ground turrets are still alive, but it's slivers of damage. One auto attack coming out of Ika could spell disaster.
Yeah, and look at this. I mean, Joker is just doing so much work. He's gonna finish. He has 2 Cleave Swords. The amount of attack damage he has and Rank Breaker with that, you know, target with that armor penetration, he's just doing way too much damage. And look at L'Oreal. Moon is so fed along with Zenio. Zenio is actually even more fed because of the kills he's getting and how much he's winning the side lane against Lubu here. And that's gonna be, this is gonna be so hard for the side of Existence to come back.
And just like that, the bottom high ground turret has been taken in favor of Vitality. Another triple goose egg for Existence. 0-0-0. It is not working in the favor that they had so hoped. We were hoping to see a much more aggressive Existence, but it is Vitality that shows their existence in the map with all forms of aggression across the board. Bottom, mid.
Oh my god, Ika. Man. Those plays from him. Holy crap, he's so good at landing those cannon shots from Joker.
Being able to hit every one of your skill shots, you know, makes things a little bit easier. You can be powerful, but if you're hitting your skill shots, things are going to be all that matter. Chiquitan's going to try to get himself away. Sliver of life, but the snipe comes through by Ika. He's going to be able to pick himself up. That kill 6-0-6 for him. Every tower is down, and now it is the core that is only left remaining. Dominating goes Ika and that Joker. All smiles today for the Joker. All smiles today for Vitality. They're going to secure themselves the game, the set, and the match, making themselves into the semifinals.